welcome to Mama Priest Tarot, the channel for guidance on the go. This video is filmed in hand perspective so you can go about your day without fear of having to miss out on anything. I like to enter this space with an open mind and positivity and would like to invite you to do the same. This reading is for Libra for the month of April 2020. This message may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, please don't make the reading fit your situation. I hope everybody's been doing good. I know it's definitely been a whirlwind of emotions, and I don't mean like as far as polar extremes going from like positive to negative, but it's just been a lot of anticipation, and I realize it's been a lot of what's that other word for anticipation? Like you know what I'm getting. I'm not Merriam-Webster or a dictionary here, but it's been a lot of anticipation. I'm telling you that much, and I feel like there's so much to come in this next month. And I feel like there's so much that we're going to learn in this year in 2020. I feel like last year we were still going through the ins and outs of things. You know, we were still going through experiences and coming into our own. We were still learning our life lessons. But I feel like 2020 is going to allow us to finally get answers, allow us to get closure on certain things, and that it's going to allow us to actually discipline ourselves and move forward. So if anything, Libra, that's definitely something positive, you know? So, I'm going to jump right into your reading. I'm not even going to do a shuffling mantra, you know? I don't know. I'm excited. This anticipation, and it's got me in the mind frame of wanting to see what comes next, you know? I think that's going to be the theme for 2020. Not just for you, but for everybody, Libra. It's going to be what comes next, you know? You've already handled a situation, you're already coming to terms with situations, or finally coming to the end of something. What's next? You got an idea of something or want to start something. What's next? You know what I'm saying? So, alright. If you're familiar with me, I'm going to lay out your cards. I'm going to dance them up to the screen so you can see what they are. And then I'm going to read them. I like to read forwards and backwards. So just follow me here, okay? I'm a colorful creature with a colorful mind. Alright? And you're in my world, baby. So, let's do this. Alright. So your first card, can you see it? Is going to be the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is going to signify, Libra, that maybe you're feeling a little bit bored with with your current day-to-day and your current routine. Maybe you're feeling restless, like there's no energy in your life. Maybe you feel like, you're at a standstill. No, not maybe. You feel like you're at a standstill. That you're working the process, but that it's not really going anywhere. You know a hamster wheel? That's kind of how you feel at this moment. Not that things are necessarily bad, but that they could be better, or at least something more, you know what I mean, can come out of your experience of life. So, with that, you may be feeling restless as well. You might just be feeling like you need more. The fear of unknown is going to cause you to be withdrawn. Instead of letting that happen, jump into that curiosity. Jump into that wanting to know more. If you feel like you need more in your life, reach out for more. If there's something you're interested in, do some research on it, or even look it up. Immerse yourself in that world. If you want to get out of feeling like you're stuck in a rut, find something that's got your interest that you've never necessarily given any attention to, and give it some attention. Oh, I just realized, let me clarify. I don't have my ring on because I was doing dishes, and I forgot to put it back on. It's funny that I put the rest on, but I had kept them in two different areas. So, everything's good in that department. But anyway, reach out for something that is going to spark your interest. Spice up your own life. You know what I'm saying? You create your own opportunity. Some people, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts here because, I'm ADHD and I got a lot swimming around in my brain right now trying to get out to you. And I want to line everything up perfectly so that it comes out in an understandable way. you feel stuck. You feel like you're in a standstill, like you're on a hamster wheel. There's something more that you want out of your life. Whether it's more opportunity in business, whether it's just you're tired of the same song and dance. So if you're tired of it, Libra, reach out and do something that you normally don't do. Reach out and do something that you've always wanted to do. You gotta take that initiative and you gotta reach out. Okay? Reassess your life and where you want to be. Is this job working out for you? Is it, when you sat there and dreamed about what you wanted to be when you grew up, when you actually set your plan on what you wanted to do as a career, when you were 16, when you were 12, and you had it all mapped out with your friends, you know what I mean? This is what I'm going to do when I get older. You know what? This is what I'm interested in. Have you done it? And if not, are you still interested in it? If you feel stuck, what can you do to take steps towards it? This is not the end for you. Just because this is what stabilizes your life right now does not mean that this is what has to continuously be your story. All right? The Princess of Swords is going to be your next card. I really like the ambiance setting of this right now. I normally complain about my lighting, but this is pretty dope. All right, Princess. And the Princess of Swords, pertaining to your Four of Cups, is going to represent like a thirst for knowledge. It's going to represent wanting more, being interested in finding out what else is out there, becoming that sponge and just soaking up inspiration, information, and location. Whatever it is that you want to do to get you stuck out of your rut, definitely look into it. This does not have to be your life, whatever you're living right now. You know, go for it. Go for it. There's new ways of thinking that can be explored here. And we're very lucky to live in a technological age where Google is at our fingertips. Let me tell you something. How old am I? So like about 6 years ago, 10 years ago, more like 10 years ago, I didn't have phones to be able to use. I didn't have Google. If I wanted to use the internet, I had to sit and wait for it to dial up. And then, like 4 years before that, 5 years before that, I didn't have it at all. If I wanted to know something, I had to go to the library and look it up. I had to actually, you know what I mean, become my own Inspector Gadget, my own Sherlock Holmes, and my own Harriet the Spy, and actually seek out the information that I was looking for. You can do the same. Do not allow anything to be an excuse for you. You ain't got Wi-Fi? Cool. Go to the library. Can't get to the library? Cool. Ask some friends. Just don't allow anything to be an excuse for you. It's very easy, since you're already in the habit of routine, to fall into a habit of excuse. And that is not what you need to do for April, Libra. Not if you want to get out of the same old song and dance that you're doing. If you want to go from the hokey pokey to the Macarena, you got to learn something new. And I've just realized that a lot of you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But that's what's going to tie hand in hand with you learning new information. If you don't know what the hokey pokey or the Macarena is, guess what? Time for you to learn some new information. And you would be surprised at what you will find and what will inspire you and motivate you to step into a different side of life, or actually seize back what it was that you were looking for yourself. I like to do this thing in the mornings where I prepare, like, you know what I mean? I'll smoke, and then I like to watch short documentaries. Vice has always been my shit. I just like being able to get non-biased information and another perspective into a different world. I was very, very fortunate to be what they consider a military brat, where both my mother and father were in the military. They separated when I was young, but regardless of what parent I ended up with, I still got to take on those benefits of them being active duty. And I got to live overseas. I got to see different cultures firsthand. I got to experience other sides of life. And I'm forever grateful for it. And it forever instilled in me a quest for wanting to know more. a quest of understanding, a quest for what else is out there, you know? So back to what I was saying, one thing I like to do is, when I smoke in the morning, because that's just me, that's just how I get my mind right, how I get myself together. I'll watch like a short little Vice documentary. I'll even watch like on YouTube people like, a day of my life in an internship, or a day of my life in my 9 to 5, or my morning routine in New York City working this, blah blah blah. I like to look at another perspective, and not because, not in that way of how we look at things in life now, where, oh, this person has what I wish I could have, or I wish I could be this person. No, but to get inspiration and see another way of life, or how another person carries out their day to day, how we can how we can notice that the life we live is not that's not written in stone for us, that there is still another opportunity to live what we want, or to attain what we want, and to be able to see somebody else going for it. I don't know what it is about human nature, but not only are we susceptible to motivation, not only can we get motivation and inspiration from like motivational speeches or from other people talking, but we tend to get amped up in working for our own goals, seeing other people live their goals and dreams, you know? And especially since we're in a tech age, that's a perfect opportunity. If you can't get motivated normally, watch somebody's getting ready for their 9 to 5 or whatever. Get motivated and create what you want. 2020 is a year of possibilities. Like I said, it's a year of what's next. What else can I bring from this? What else can I anticipate from my life and my mortality? Because tomorrow is not promised to nobody. Not to take a darker side on the path here, but there is an expiration date for us all. Seize your life. Everybody was screaming YOLO not too many years ago. You only live once, Libra. Seize your life. Let's see what comes next. And speaking of let's see what comes next, you got the Three of Wands. Can you see it? Three of Wands. I just realized that I'm doing a lot of jingling. I got little jingly earrings on, so forgive me if I sound like a cat with a collar, but at least you'll know where I'm at all times. All right, Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is just what I was talking about, bro. Anticipation, persistence, progression. All right, and like, oh my goodness, change is ahead. What is coming next for you, Libra? What is coming next for you? But it's all about what you want to make of it. It's not about, okay, what opportunity is God, life, the universe, whatever, however you decide to decipher it, going to throw at you. It's about what life, what future are you going to create for yourself? All right, excuse me, I had to burp there. But what life are you going to create for yourself? You are the master of your own destiny. If you don't make a change, nothing's going to happen. For every thought, for every creation, somebody has that same idea. The only difference between them and you is they're doing something to make it happen. What side of the fence are you going to be on? Are you going to be a dreamer, or are you going to be a creator? Are you going to make it happen, or are you just going to talk about it forever until it's too late to actually make things happen? Until you're sitting in your nursing home or sitting on your deathbed, and then you can't make something happen. Denzel Washington, actually, I heard a motivational speech. Denzel Washington said something very, 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 very smart, and it sticks with me every day of my life. In this speech, he said that someone told him, imagine yourself on your deathbed, and imagine every failure, or like everything that you really wanted to do as a person. Everything you wanted to do that you did not accomplish. Imagine them as a person. And imagine them standing around you on your deathbed. I sat there and thought, and he says, how many people are going to be there? And I sat there and thought, how many representations are there going to be there? And what am I going to say to them? What am I going to say to them? I've let the world down. Let me tell you something. Oh, I've let people down. I have let people down in my life. I've let the world down. But I'm tired of letting myself down. Even though I don't want to let down those that I love. Like that's a given, okay? This is a channel about you and about self-empowerment and self-achievement. This is a channel about self, okay? So yeah, it's a given, family, love, yeah, humanity, sharing, caring. Yeah, we are the world. Wonderful. But you got to get tired of letting yourself down. When are you going to tell yourself that's enough? This is your story, Libra. Your story. All right? Yours. Anticipation. You're tired of the same musical chair thing. I mean, you're tired of it. You got to do something about it. You've got what it takes to make it happen. You're interested in what's coming next. Okay? This is all a very real possibility for you. Let me draw you some more cards. Alright. And I'll pick it up, of course, and I'll show it to you. Oh, I love that card. Okay. Remember, like, recognize this. Just because it's in your head that, you know, oh, I'm tired of this, oh, I want to change this, because I know that we can tell ourselves that on a daily basis. This is reassurance. This is your sign that yes, you're tired. You need to change something so you can get more fulfillment in your life. This is telling you that you need to get some more information about things. You actually need to seek things out. Reassess your life, what you want to do. Because that anticipation's there. You're eager. You're eager to change things. You're eager to change things. I don't know what that distress call was. And then with the devil card, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even bring it up close. My bad. With the devil card, oh, that's a little too close. With the devil card, it tells you, like, you've got fear. Don't be in your head about this. Just because you're used to something, and it's going to take a little bit of work. I'm sorry, you slide in there, Libra. But just because you're used to something and it's going to take a little bit of work to figure out what you want to do, and it's going to give you a little bit of anxiety because you're so anxious to get it done, does not mean you need to be scared of it. Get out of your head. All right? Doubt is not going to be your friend at all. Negative thoughts and behaviors it's not gonna bring you anywhere. It's not gonna take you anywhere. Be your biggest fan. Be your biggest supporter. Every single reading I see here and stress how this is your story. This is your life. You have got to be your biggest fan. You gotta light your own fire under your own ass. For real. Because you can achieve this. But you can't achieve it if you don't believe it. Why do you need somebody else to tell you that you can make it happen? I mean, I know this is going to sound crazy, but when you're constipated, you need to take a poop. Do you got somebody in there cheering you on to actually push that thing out? No. You do it yourself. You sit there and you complain. You're like, oh my God, woe is me. I wish I had something to read. I'm tired of being in the bathroom. But what do? You stay persistent and you make it happen. And it comes out and you feel amazing. And you're like, God, I don't want to ever go through that again. Guess what? This is your metaphorical poop. Stay persistent. Amazing things are going to happen. I'm going to go into your next card here, okay? You got the star. The star is that inspiration that you need. That star is telling you that the universe has your back. God, fate, whatever you want to decipher it as, whatever you want to call it as. You know, this is your optimism. This is that energy that you need to accomplish your goals. Because this is what you are. The star. And so, yeah, you realize it's time to change something. I want something more out of life. Cool. Work for it. Research what you need to do. Create some workable steps and plans to get there. Or at least to get to each checkpoint, if it's a more of a complex goal. Don't be anxious because that anticipation is there. You want it to happen. Things are going to be working to make this happen. Your focus needs to stay on what you want. Get out of your head. Leave fear at the door, because that's not what's for you. The universe has your back. You're going to come out of this successful. It doesn't mean that you're going to create this, the change, yes, the project, it's not going to be done in a month, but you're going to be well on your way to making it happen in this year. What did I just say to you at the beginning of this video? 2020 is what's next. What's next? Eager. That's the word I was looking for. Being eager. Oh my God, it took 22 minutes, but I figured it out. You know what I mean? Being eager on what's to come. Libra, this is you, but you cannot fail you. You cannot let yourself down. You cannot fail yourself. If you're going to fail yourself, give up now. Live your life the way it is. But even if that's what you choose to do, remember, no matter what you've done in your life, you are amazing. You are worth everything. You are a great person, and you are important in this world. Thank you for checking in with Mama Priest Tarot, and I will be here next time you need a message. Go in love and make it a point to be kind.